without fear, and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My father, let my country awake.
And now, news from Tahira Arora and weather report by Kavya Sharma.
Good morning. National news for today. Government mulls arrest of Twitter officials over non-compliance as company refuses to block all accounts listed by Centre. Making no headway into Tapovan tunnel, rescuers plan to dig deeper as heaps of debris lie around the Rishi Ganga hydel power plant. City nursery admissions to begin on Feb 18, first list on March 20. International news. After 9 months, India-China start disengaging in Panong So say that it is a smooth start but it will be a long haul. A WHO panel recommends AstraZeneca vaccine for 65 years and plus and also for other variants of coronavirus. Antico protests rob Myanmar for fifth day. Sports news. In the Australian Open, eight-time champion Djokovic took 3 hours 30 minutes to overcome Francis Tiafoe and reach the next round. European champions Bayern Munich are eager to take history by beating Mexico's Tigers in the Club World Cup final in Qatar today. Indian women's cricket team will return to action in March for series between India and South Africa. Thank you.
Weather report for today. Today's maximum temperature will be 26 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature will be 13 degrees Celsius. Humidity is at 86%. The sky is clear and there is 0% chance of precipitation. Calm winds are blowing at 3 km per hour from the southwest. The sunrise today was at 7:03 am and the sunset today will be at 6:08 pm. Delhi's overall AQI is at 320, which is in the very poor category. Thank you.
The thought for the day is, if I were asked under what sky the human mind has most fully developed some of its choicest gifts, has most deeply pondered on the greatest problems of life, and has found solutions, I should point to India. By Max Mueller.
Today, the topic of the morning assembly is our country, India.
One of the oldest civilizations in the world, India is a mosaic of multicultural experiences with a rich heritage and myriad attractions. The country is among the most popular tourist destinations in the world.
Mark Twain said, and I quote, India is the cradle of the human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable and most instructive materials in the history of man are treasured up in India only.
India is a large country and covers an area of 32,87,263 square kilometers, extending from the snow-covered Himalayan heights to the tropical rainforests of the south.
In the north are the lofty Himalayas. The Arabian Sea lies in the west and the Bay of Bengal in the east.
In the
north are the lofty Himalayas, the Arabian Sea lies in the west, and the Bay of Bengal in the east.
In the south lies the Indian Ocean. Yes, an entire ocean is named after our country.
Indian coastline is 7,516.6 kilometers long and covers an area of about 3.28 million square kilometers. Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,200 kilometers, and Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch is about 2,900 kilometers.
India is located in the northern hemisphere and lies completely in the east.
The lofty mountains, the great Indian desert, the northern plains, the uneven plateau surface, and the coasts and islands present a diversity of landforms and climate. Thus, there is a great variety in the climate, vegetation, wildlife, as well as in the language and culture. In this diversity, we find unity that is reflected in traditions that bind us as one nation.
There are two main schools of Indian classical music, the Hindustani of the north and the Carnatic of the south. India has seven classical dance forms and dance styles, with every state in the country having its own special style. This creates a rich diversity of culture.
And now we have a dance recital from our very own and very talented Tahara Arora, who will be performing a Bharatnatyam dance. Thank you, Tahira.
India stands apart from the rest of Asia, marked off as it is by the mountains and the sea, which gives the country a distinct geographical entity. And now for some fun facts.
Chess was invented in India. The game of snakes and ladders was created by the 13th century poet Saint Gandhi. It was originally called Mokshapath. Ladders in the game represented virtues and the snakes indicated vices. The game was played with cowrie shells and dice. In time, the game underwent several modifications, but its meaning remained the same. That good deeds take people to heaven and evil to a cycle of humans.
Bhaskacharya rightly calculated the time taken by the Earth to orbit the Sun hundreds of years before the astronomers start. According to his calculation, the time taken by the Earth to orbit the Sun was 365.25 days.
The value of pi was first calculated by the Indian mathematician Budhayana.
The place value system and the decimal system were developed in India in 100 BC. Even today, we use place values and decimal systems.
Studies in mathematics were very advanced. There is evidence that algebra, trigonometry, and calculus originated in India.
The largest numbers the Greeks and the Romans used were 106, whereas Indians used numbers as big as 10 to the power of 53, with specific names as early as 5000 BC. With specific names as early as 5000 BC during the Vedic period, even today, the largest numbers is in Terra is 10 to the power of 12.
Shakuntala Devi was given the title the Human Calculator after she demonstrated the calculation of two 13-digit numbers which were picked at random. She answered correctly within 28 seconds.
The world's first university was established in Takshila in 700 BC. More than 10,500 students from all over the world studied more than 60 subjects.
Ayurveda is the earliest school of medicine known to mankind. The father of medicine, Charka, was responsible for Ayurveda 2500 years ago.
The world's highest cricket ground is in Chehel, Himachal Pradesh, built in 1893 after leveling a hilltop. This cricket pitch is 2,444 meters above sea level.
The art of navigation and navigating was born in the river Sindh over 6,000 years ago. The very word navigation is derived from the Sanskrit word navigati. The word navy is also derived from the Sanskrit word now.
The world's first granite temple is the Brihateshwara temple at Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu. The shikara of the temple is made from a single 80-tone piece of granite.
India is the largest democracy in the world, the seventh largest country in the world, and one of the first ancient civilizations.
India has the largest postal network in the world with over 1,55,015 post offices. The floating post office in Dal Lake, Srinagar was inaugurated in August 2011.
The 2011 Kumbh Mela was the largest gathering of people with over 75 million pilgrims. The gathering was so huge that the crowd was visible from space.
Mawsynram, a village on the Khasi Hills, Meghalaya, receives the highest recorded average rainfall in the world.
Shampoo was invented in India, not the commercial liquid ones, but the method of use of herbs. The word shampoo itself has been derived from the Sanskrit word champu, which means to massage.
The first rocket made by Indian scientists was so light and small that it could be transported on a bicycle to the Thamba launching station in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala.
In India, elephants receive baths, massages, and even food at the Punatha Kota Elephant Yard Rejuvenation Center in Kerala. Now that's a big step for the country.
India was the first country to develop extraction and purifying techniques of sugar.
Initially, diamonds were only found in alluvial deposits in Krishna state in Guntur and Krishna district of the Krishna River.
Bandra-Worli sea link has steel wires equal to the Earth's circumference. It is a true engineering and architectural marvel.
Former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi asked the first Indian in space, astronaut Rakesh Sharma, about how India looks from space. His response was our famous patriotic song, Sare Jahan Se Acha.
India was one of the richest countries till the time of the British rule in the early 17th century. People respected Indians from their spiritual pursuits. To continue to be a great country, we the citizens have a great role to play.
It was a great country because its people gave importance to the development of the soul or the inner person and worked very hard.
We need to work hard and be honest, law-abiding citizens. We need to keep our country clean and green. We need to give back to our country with love and the spirit of bhakti. And now we request Nisha ma'am to say a few words.
Thank you, Samaira. Incredible India, incredible facts by you, and incredible information. And students of 6E were incredible as well in the way you presented the assembly. Beautiful dance as well. And it's not that we did not know the might of our country or the greatness of our country, but while you gave all this information, it filled my heart with pride. And I'm sure each one of you feels the same. You all feel proud to be Indians. And just more so today because we've heard all these facts about our great country. So thank you, 6C and Vijay ma'am, for bringing out this feeling in us. And I'm sure that all the students who are here in the assembly will pledge today that they will always work in the interest of the country, because children, you are the future citizens of the country, and I'm sure you will keep working for the country. You will make us all proud. You already are proud, and you will keep doing such work which will make us proud of you as well. So thank you, everyone. Lots of love and blessings to you. And yes, we can now have the national anthem. Thank you so much, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
We now request everyone to rise for the national anthem of our country.
We thank you all for listening to our morning assembly so patiently. We hope you enjoyed our assembly.
Yes, and now everyone can proceed for their classes. And thank you once again, Vijay ma'am and children. You were very, very good.
Thank you, Risha ma'am, for all your help and support. Children, you all were very good. Thank you so much.
Vijay ma'am, very good assembly. I would request you to share the link on the group. There were so many interesting facts. I would love to, go through it again.
Sure,
and
ma'am.
Children, very good.